Hello, how are we? Welcome back to the channel Up the Reds TV with me, Andy. So, as I say at the beginning, please like, please share, please subscribe to the channel if you're not done so already. Thank you for the new subscribers and thank you to the old ones who keep supporting the channel. That'd be really happy with that. So thank you very much, guys. Please hype this video. It will give it more views and it'll get out there more, and hopefully we'll get more subscribers as well. Okay, this one's a two-parter. It's the pre-match warm-up for Liverpool versus Como 1907. And also the confirmed statement by FSG about the investment that has come in from the consortium led by Amit Bhatia. We'll get into that. So first of all, let's get the pre-match. I won't say out the way, but let's speak about that first. Okay, so 2 games tomorrow. One kicks off at 11:30. It was due to kick off at 12. It's now kicking off 30 minutes earlier. The game will be played 35 minutes each way, and I'm hoping that fixture is mainly of academy lads and maybe one or two that maybe come first teamers that might need a bit of a run out, like Maka, because he's just come back into training, hasn't he? And maybe a few others as well. So yeah, that's that one. And then the main one, which I am going to, and I won't watch the first game because I'll be on the road to Liverpool. So the main game kicks off at 6 o'clock. And I am looking forward to this game. I know it's the last game of the season, but it will hopefully be full packed of first team players and not a mixture of academy and first team. So we're going to get hopefully an insight into what Andoni Iraola's squad's going to look like. Like I say, I'm looking forward to the game. This is a good team they're playing against. Cesc Fabregas's Como. I have watched a couple of their games this season. The last one that I watched was the Arsenal game, and I was really impressed with them. For an Italian team, they are very, very good. They go 5 at the back when they are out of possession, but as soon as they could get possession, they go 3 at the back and they move rapidly up the pitch. And that's going to be a good test for Liverpool, because not only have we got to break them down, but we've also got to defend well as a unit. So I am, like I say, I'm really looking forward to the game. We're going to see 2 good teams technical wise. We are not going to see long throw-ins coming from the sidelines. We're not going to be seeing wrestling matches from corners. Hopefully we're going to be entertained by a good game of football, and I'm looking forward to seeing the new signings and also having a look at Wirtz in the flesh again after last season. When I did see him, he was off it. I saw Alexander Isak a couple of times last season, but he wasn't fit. But he's fit now and he's raring to go. So I'm looking for that combination very closely tomorrow. So, but yeah. So that's that. So if you are going to the game, I will be knocking around in and around Anfield. So if I see you, I'll say hi. If you see me, just come and say hi as well. Okay. So, okay. Now, just before I get on to the new investment. I just want to just mention the squad at the moment. We've got 2 weeks to go, just over 2 weeks, have we, before the transfer deadline window closes, and there's been a lot said. There's been lots about it. It's how it's not been very good. The people like the way Liverpool do business. They're thinking we're going for one player, and then a player out of the blue comes into the squad. We've done it with Ronnie, our new centre half. I said I was going to name him Ronnie because I can't pronounce his surname. Rojo, and Nuno. Okay, Victor Nuno. They were the ones that came in without any fuss or anything. We are meant to be speaking to PSG about 2 of their players, but nothing's come of that. And if you see my tweet, I have a go at one particular ITK account, the Indie Cali one. I call him the KFC Fryer, because some of the stuff that he comes out with is unbelievable, and the amount of likes that he gets for absolutely what me and you could say, is laughable sometimes. So, but yeah, just on another in the know, Fabrizio Romano has been a naughty boy, hasn't he? He's going to walk away from doing transfer talk because he's been caught out by not happy by some certain media outlets that he's copying and pasting what they are saying and making out that he's been told it. So so he's in a bit of a bother, and things that he says probably take with a pinch of salt, because he's not been told them. He's just doing copy and paste, and plagiarism at its best when it comes to some of the ITK accounts, and the bigger ones are now getting caught out because they are getting other people to do the donkey work, and they spout it off it like if it's their own thing to say. So good riddance, that's what I say. You know me, if it's not announced by Liverpool Football Club, I'll try not to talk about it, but I will give an opinion about it, and this is what I'm giving. So back to the transfers, we are light. There is no two ways about that. We need a right back in. We need 2 wingers in, and there's reports that Tottenham are sniffing around Cody Gakpo. They've made an inquiry. Liverpool say that they don't want to sell. They would say that, but do you know what? Every player has a price on their head, and if it's led to believe that they've offered silly money and Liverpool have flatly refused it, that means that Tottenham can come back with a improved bid. So would I want to see Cody Gakpo go? No, because we're light in that position. But would Cody Gakpo take us to the next level? Probably not. Yes, he's a Premier League winner and he's deserved to be a winner, but don't forget there was him and Diaz playing in that position when they won the title. Okay, so but he's had no, and I've said this last season, he's had no competition, and that's not raised his game. His game's gone backwards. So yeah, but it is what it is. Other news: Curtis Jones, he might be on his way. Club will always put out a statement that they'd like him to stay. He's only got 1 year left. Do they keep him for 1 year and he runs down his contract? Then he can go and make the mega bucks in a signing on fee, whatever. It's up to him, really. So yeah. Talk about Maka. Man City is sniffing around Maka now because of the Enzo Chelsea no. Yeah, it's all going to be interesting. Let's see what happens in the next 2 weeks on that. But one 100% sure we are not a big squad. We are lacking bodies and we need bodies in. Who do I blame it on? I'm going to blame it on FSG. Going to blame it on Mickey Edwards. He's now knobbed off. Going to blame it on Richard Hughes, a director of football who's out of his depth in a big club like Liverpool, on and off the pitch, and he's more suited, like I've said before, to a club like Bournemouth. You know, so yeah, I've not been happy with his tenure, and another one I won't be. I'll be more than happy when he goes and we can, get something in, something better. So when we do go for players, we are actively going for them and, getting them across the line. You'll be saying to me, and you can put your comments down what you think about Edwards and Hughes in the transfer market since they've come back to the football club. You can say that they got Wirtz in. Yes, they did get Wirtz in. They got Isak in. Yes, they did. But do you know what? Both of them didn't shine last season for one reason or another, but we just didn't get a centre half in, and we should have got that centre half in, and we should have gotten probably another forward in as well. I know Ekiti came through the door as well, and he was doing okay until he picked up his injury. He's another one, but all in all, the squad has been threadbare, and we, by the skin of our teeth, got into this year's Champions League after a horrendous run of results and football matches that we had to endure last season. But this is this season. We'll just have to see what Andoni Iraola, churns out for us. And we've seen some positive things. The training has been increased, the intensity of it. The players said that they were feeling it, which is good. That's what you want to hear. And let's see how it goes this season. The only concern I've got is if we pick 2 or 3 injuries up, we are Scoobied for the rest of the season, and we don't want to be playing catch up. So these first 5 games are so important before the shitty international break, because the game after that is Man City when we come back from that. So we want to make sure we've got points on the board, and we've got enough points on the board to get a bit of a momentum going, because it's going to be a 3-week international break. Have you heard of anything so pathetic in all your life? UEFA go on about FIFA and things like that, but honestly, it is really, they're just as bad as FIFA. So, right, enough of me getting on my soapbox about a few things there. Well, I'll be stepping back on another one now, because I want to talk to you about the consortium led by Amit Bhatia. The Asian has bought with his consortium a minority stake in Liverpool Football Club. Talk is it's between 30 and 33%, 35%. In money terms, what is it? 1.4 billion. In football terms, that's a vast amount of money. Now, let's get one thing clear about this investment. It is not going into Liverpool Football Club. That money is being given back to FSG. They bought the club for £300 million. They've had investments from Dynasty, and they've had investments now from this consortium led by Bhatia, and the 1.4 billion, if that's what it is, it's going to go into the back pockets of FSG. It ain't coming to Liverpool Football Club. So let's not think that these billionaires are come in to save Liverpool Football Club. We don't need to be saved. What we need to do is be taken to the next level. So will this lot do them? Take that with FSG? Let's just look into what Mike Gordon, the FSG president, has had to say. This is a quote, and it's on Liverpool's website, so you can go and have a look at that on there. He said, Liverpool has always been built by thinking beyond one season. Is that right, mate? It isn't, mate, because we would have been competing on all fronts every season. So, and making decisions with the club's long-term interest in mind. That approach continues to attract interest from respected investors and business leaders around the world. So, as we've considered this opportunity, it became clear that Amit and the consortium shared our long-term philosophy and the appreciation for what makes Liverpool special. Now, I tell you what makes Liverpool special. Winning things. The supporters. I'm sure supporters from other clubs make their football clubs special, but the supporters of Liverpool Football Club, the locals, the far beyond, that's what makes Liverpool Football Club. So that's what it is for me, okay? Without the supporters, Liverpool would probably not exist in competing for things. I mean, it's a bold statement to make, but it's true. I mean, I'm going tomorrow. I am so forward to getting back at Anfield after watching last season's dross. So, I want, and it gives me hope for the season under this new gaffer. But I'm also going into this season thinking we haven't done enough in the transfer market. We just haven't. But let's get back to this consortium, shall we? Amit Bhatia, again, quote from Liverpool's website, so you can go and have a look on there. Amit Bhatia or Bhatia, however you want to pronounce it, on behalf of 1892 Holdings. Obviously a new company name. 1892 Holdings. I bet that's not been going long. We are incredibly proud to be investing in Liverpool Football Club and to be doing so alongside FSG. We have the utmost respect and admiration for FSG as owners and for everything they have achieved at Anfield. Yes, they rescued the club. Yes, they put money into the club. Yes, they've got their dividend back with a lot more. Yes, they've made mistakes, and yes, they've been successful, but it is what it is, and we thank them for that, but we also have to remind them of things when they don't get it right. And that statement to me from Bhatia is just a businessman to businessman statement. It's what you would say over a 4-course meal, I don't know, at the Savoy Hotel in London. That's what you'd sit down, you'd have the best champagne, the best wine, the best food, and successful businessmen, and they are successful. That's what it is. They're also ruthless, and we must never forget that. They are ruthless people, because you do not become billionaires by being nice guys. You don't. It's just a fact of life, that is. So he goes on to say that to be welcomed as a partner in the club for this stature is a huge privilege. I bet it is. We are making the investment because we believe deeply in Liverpool and its leadership, and we look forward to supporting the club's continued success for years to come. So, yeah, you're also looking for a dividend because in 10 years' time, what the club's going to be worth? It's going to be worth £10 billion. £10 billion, So, I mean, just there's been reports going around that suggest that this consortium, might have agreed with the club or FSG that they can buy the club for 8 billion within the first 12 months. I don't know how true that is. Excuse me, but that's one of the news or stories that's going around. So we don't know too much about that, but if that's the case, it sounds like the beginning and end of FSG. So yeah. What do I think of this investment? Yes, I think it might be. Looking at FSG, seeing how it goes for 12 months and then they sell up, have they brought the right people in to take the club to the next level? They might have, because they've looked at the people, these investors, and what they've done around the world with their businesses, and they think they can take it to the next level, whatever that level is going to be. So yeah, the good thing in a roundabout way is that FSG still have overall control of the football club, and they will make the decisions about the football club. It is solely with them, unlike our arch rivals down the East Lancs Road, where the Glazers have bought in or sold a stake to Radcliffe. And you saw what Radcliffe done, a billionaire. I was saying about ruthless billionaires, there's an example. Absolutely decimated the backroom staff that help run the football club, with redundancies, lack of bonuses, and things like that. So, and he's a billionaire. He thinks he can rescue Manchester United Football Club by doing things like that. He's got another thing coming. So yeah. So, do I think the investment's good for Liverpool Football Club? I shouldn't I? I should be thinking it's a brilliant thing. So, if I'm honest with you, back of my mind, and I want to be proved wrong, I want to be slapped in the face. I want it to be rammed down my throat by you guys. You made this video and you said this and you said that. I want to be wrong. But I just have a hunch that this consortium might, if they buy the club, there might be some infighting who takes absolute control, 100% charge of this club after FSG. I mean, they're all billionaires, so they can all buy the club outright if they wanted to. But it's the management structure. Batia comes in as a vice chairman of the football club. There are 3 other vacancies that have probably been made up to extend the board, and I'll get through to them. So 2 of those, the 3 parties involved in this consortium. So you've got Batia's 1892 Holdings Company. So obviously he's on the board. Then you have got EE Capital, And you'll think, oh, is that the phone people? No. So EE Capital is Eduardo and Elaine Saverin, the first names, okay? So obviously you know about Saverin, he's co-founder of Facebook. He's Brazilian, he's 44, him and his wife, they're coming on board. And then you've got the, what do they call them, K5, a sports fund. Now that's Bezos and co. So there'll be a seat on the board for one of their guys, and it won't be Bezos, because he's no interest in Liverpool Football Club. He won't. I will be surprised if he watches a game at Anfield next season. So if he does, it'll be just for his mates who probably like watching football, and they'll all turn up, and enjoy the hospitality in the director's lounge and box and things like that. So yeah, so there you've got it. You know everything about it. You can find out all this in the statement on Liverpool's website, what they've released and what the other parties released. And I'd like to hear from Batty and Co. from a supporter point of view. I'd like the supporters board. I'm not a member. Spirita Shankly, I'm not a member. I'd like them to be asking questions about the longevity, what's the plan? Because at the end of the day, we can talk about investment in anything, but our vestige in investment is on the football pitch. I don't want to be making a video talking about the investment that's coming. I want to be making a video or a show about the football that I want to go and watch at Anfield, and the team I want to support. Want to give them 100%. Want to watch them win things, because that's what I've been watching as man and boy for a long time, and I want that to continue. So, but we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, I'm hoping that this new consortium does talk to the supporters board, and I'm sure they will have questions that they want answering as well. And I'd like to hear from the supporters boards, to put a statement out, after they've had that initial meeting with them. Like I said, at the end of the day, we're here to get behind the team, but we need to make sure that we're all singing from the same hymn sheet. And, we are delivering, and the club is delivering. Okay, that's enough from me on that. Bit long-winded, wasn't it? Apologies if you think it was. But, yeah, so just have my, I won't say doubts, just concerns initially, and one of those is, watch the ticket prices go up. That is not a concern. That's 100% that will happen. Okay, right. Give me your thoughts. If you're going to the game tomorrow, enjoy. Okay, I will do a post-match, and if any other news comes out on Monday, it'll be out about 7 or 8 o'clock. This is meant to be coming out to you guys at 2 o'clock. I don't think it will. I think it might be a bit later. But please support the channel. Please give me a like. Please share this video. Please subscribe if you're not subscribing. I would absolutely love that. And hype the video as well. Okay, that's enough from me. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And I'll speak to you guys on Monday. Up the Reds.